3 words or 4 words. Right? What things we discussed?
The recording options was different.
Yes, recording options, proper recording, and after recording also we are observed what kind of like functions will be generated. We are discussing, right? So just to we'll go to the starting onwards again. So every day is the intersection already told, right? So what is performance testing? Nothing but we can test the application behavior under various conditions like stress point of view, load point of view, scalability point of view, reliability. So these point of we need to check for the performance test for the application, how it is behaving for the various load point of view. That is the performance testing. So in the tools, we have different tools in the market, load runner, JMeter, Neoload. So load runner. How many components load runner?
Components.
5 components, right? What are there?
Are you speaking about the official workflow?
Fusion, controller, analysis, load generator, and agent process.
Okay, good. Okay. So what is the agent process, Renu?
It's a bridge. It's like bridge between load controller to load generator.
It's interface between controller and load generator. Okay, good. What is the analyzer, Vamshi? Vamshi?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the analyzer?
Sorry.
Yeah, you're able to hear?
Yeah.
What is the analyzer? Okay, no worry. Okay. Like Srikanth, what is the analyzer?
It is used to analyze the result.
Yeah, it will analyze the results to find out for the bottlenecks. Yeah, okay, that's fine. What is controller, Aparna?
Design multiple users.
Can design multiple users and will execute for execution. We'll do the test, right? We can design the test and execute with the multiple point of we can use for the control. Okay, that's fine. Very good. So what is load runner, Charita? Sorry, load generator. I think Charita said some disturbance. Okay, no worry, Charita. Okay, we can understand. Okay, so what is the Aparna load generator?
It is the generator, the load against to the application.
Okay, very good. So, and so everyone is good, right? These all things. Yeah, yeah. Now, load runner architecture also we have seen, right? Everyone will be like, what is the response time?
Round trip of request and response. We call response time.
Yes, very good. Round trip of request and response. We can call it as a
response time.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, now so now coming to the performance testing life cycle. Today class will be performance testing life cycle. So performance testing life cycle, nothing but if you are doing for the performance testing means what steps I need to follow and how to I complete for this entire project. So we have the some performance testing life cycle will be there. Otherwise, anyone ask for the what are the your roles and responsibilities, also same question. Otherwise, if anyone ask for the which process you are following your organization. So every answer will be same performance testing life cycle. In the performance testing life cycle, we have the first point will be proof of concept. Proof of concept. And second point is the non-functional requirement. So actually, this perform testing is functional testing or non-functional testing?
Non-functional.
Non-functional
Non-functional testing. Yes, very good. So third point will be, okay, test data, and fourth point will be test plan, and fifth point will be workload model. Everyone able to see, right, Miskin?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, thank you. Script, next, sixth point, script recording and enhancements. And next, sixth, seventh point will be design scenario. And eighth point will be execution, test execution. And ninth point would be, okay, results analysis. And 10th point could be risk and mitigations. So if you want to for the performance testing means these all 10 points is important, is a performance testing life cycle. So what the first one, proof of concept and non-functional requirements gathering and test data preparation and test plan and workload model and script recording and enhancements, and we can design the scenario and execution and result analysis and reporting and recommendation and risk and mitigation also. Okay, so these 10 points, using these 10 points only we can do for the perform testing. So first will come with the proof of concept. What is the proof of concept? Anyone can have any idea? What is the proof of
Just
concept?
for
Yes,
agreement
yes,
document.
okay, so agreement document. Okay. Anyone? Other one? Okay, then fine. So what is the proof of concept means? Actually, client will be don't know for the, like, I want which tool I want to use, which protocol I want to use. He don't know anything. It's a brand new project. So as a performance test engineer, you need to decide for the, like, which tool we need to use and which protocol we can use. So, and how many hours to finish this project. So these all things as a performance test engineer, you need to decide. When it is happen means it's a very brand new project. As if the client also don't know for these all details, then you need to start with the proof of concept. Like we need to prepare for the one document, that is the proof of concept. So what is that proof of concept? Nothing but like we should understand the business flow of the application. Business flow, nothing but what? So for example, flight booking means that is the flight booking business flow. Maybe you are doing for the Facebook. Facebook is a like launch, login, upload video, download video, and log out. That is a one scenario. So that is the business flow. Means you need to understand the business flow. First point in the proof of concept, what we need to do means we should understand the business flow of the application. And we should understand the which tool suitable for this application. Like it is a load runner, it is a JMeter, it is a Neoload, or it is Sovasta, it is a IBM tool. So you need to decide for that in the proof of concept. And which protocol it will support. Like it is support web protocol, it will support web service protocol. Otherwise, it will support for the SAP protocol. So which protocol it support, we need to decide from in the proof of concept. So for example, some flight booking application only your project. So there is a brand new project. We don't know further which tool we need to use also. We don't know. So, but we are doing for the like any kind of testing, right? So that is a depends on the project budget. We need to decide for the tool. So this is the very good budget project having for the $3 million. So we'll go into the JMeter is good. We have the budget will be more in like as a this project as a performance testing point of view, $3 million. So if you go with the JMeter, it is good for this project
Yes, sir,
because
it is less.
it's not good, right? Because JMeter is an open source tool. So anyone can download it, anyone can do for the performance testing. So no need to buy the anything from the in our JMeter point of view. But going to the load runner, we need to buy the license. Like I want test with the 2000 users means I need to buy the 2000 users license. I want test with the 5000 users means I need to buy the 5000 user license. So these all things we need to buy the from the particular product like now micro focus, right? So you need to buy this one. So you need to like understand that we have good budget. So we'll go with the load runner is good. So you decided for the load runner is a tool. And after that, you need to decide for the protocol. So you need to spoke with your business analyst or developer, anyone. And this application developed from the which technology? It could be Java or it could be .NET and it could be SAP. You need to decide. Okay, he is informed as it is a .NET application only. It's a web application. Then we need to go into the obviously web HTTP HTML protocol. Okay, so means we need to decide for the protocol. So now we decided a tool and we decided protocol. Then next to what is that? You need to record the simple business scenario. Like one simple business scenario, launch login, and you need to click for the 2-3 buttons and anything and log out. That you need to record and execute with the minimal users like 5 to 10 users and report to the client. Okay, I executed in the load runner with the 10 users. So these are the reports. Then client should understand the results will be good. Okay, how many labor hours to finish this project? He will ask. Okay, based on for their requirement, we need to confirm that we need for the 15 days for the time. So and how many hours to finish? These all things we need to discuss, and everything is done. Then that is the POC. Means we should understand the business flow. We should understand the which tool supposed to buy, whether could be load runner or JMeter, which protocol suitable for this application, like it is a web protocol or web service protocol, SAP or true client protocol, which protocol you need to decide. And you need to simple business scenario, you can record and you need to report that results to the client. Then client should understand which tool is supposed to buy, which protocol is supposed to buy, and same to the how many labor hours to finish this project, you can understand when you are provide for the proof of concept. So it's clear everyone, proof of concept, POC.
Yes, sir.
So that is the POC. So after that, non-functional requirements. See, for example, we need to make any one car, assume one car. So what things we need? Steering you need, body you need, tires you need, gear you need. So many things we need, right? Same way we want to for the performance testing, we need for the some non-functional requirements we need to gather from the client. So what are the non-functional requirements? Nothing but first point will be CBT. So very important, CBT. What is the CBT? Nothing but critical business transaction. So we are testing only non-functional only, right? So non-functional means we not test for the entire application. So what are the critical business transactions will be there? Those only we need to test. For example, Facebook will be there. So launch login, everyone will be must will be login and must will be launch. That means those will be critical business transactions only. So we'll assume here one example we'll take here. Our project will be Facebook. In the Facebook, what things we can do? Launch, URL, And after that, what we can do? Login
Sign.
and okay, upload video and fourth point would be download each and every one transaction. Fourth transaction will be download video and fifth point will be sharing and comment and next will be like chart and logout. So these all will be transactions. Apart from this, we have any other we miss? Post ad. Okay. Post. Okay. So these all things will be Facebook scenarios. So as a functional tester, what he'll do? He will check for the each and every point. But launch page is there. For example, we'll go to the launch page. He will check for the look and feel and spelling mistakes, alignment is correct or not, he will check. But we are not test that point of view. Only launch means we can launch and after that directly we can log in and we can upload video, those things. So going to here, a like is there. So if it is a like is a critical business transaction, it is happen for the within the millisecond, right? And SM2, at a time all users will be not like. So one user will be like 1 hour, after 1 hour, one more user. Means this is not a critical business transaction. So we need to test that scenario. No, right? Because what are the critical business transactions? Those only you need to test. See, assume launch URL will be there. So at a time, number of users will be launches happen. So that is the critical business transaction. And login is there. Login also, it is every user will be login at a time. So that is a critical. Upload video, download video also. So if you are uploading some video, so it is takes some time, right? So means at a time, number of user access also, it is considered as a CBT. And the download video is a CBT. CBT nothing but what? Critical business transaction. And sharing. Sharing also, we are sharing. Say for example, some video someone already uploaded in the Facebook. We are sharing means you can click for the sharing button. So that is also sometimes it is a every user also it is take time. So this is also we can consider as CBT. And post will be there. Your ad you are posting means that is also critical business transaction. And comment will be there. So if you are just clicking for the some comment like okay, good, congratulations, it will take any time. So this is a critical business transaction or not? Comment.
No.
No, sir.
No, right? So because
sir.
everyone will be not do for the see, for example, we can put from the one post, everyone will comment. No, right? Very less number of people only it will comment, and it is happen from the less than one, like within the 1 second only it is happen. So that is non-CBT. And like also non-CBT means this is not a CBT. And chart will be there. So chart is a CBT or not?
CBT.
Yes, right? Because number of user will be doing for this only, right? Charting to the application using for the Messenger, Facebook, right? They are doing for the number of users will be charting. So at that time, maybe their application will be slow or not. We need to check. So that is a we can consider as CBT. And logout also CBT. So means now you clear, right? What is the CBT? What is the non-CBT? What is the CBT means? Critical business transaction.
Business transaction.
Okay, that's fine. Then next non-functional recommend is the average response time. Like it is a SLA. We can consider as a SLA. Like these transactions will be there. So each and every transaction, what is the average response time? We need to ask from the client. Like SLA. Like launch is how much response time and login is how much response time. upload video, download video. So we need to ask for this all transaction response time, because you can assume, so download and upload video will be there. You are uploading some video, downloading video means it will take time or not. So for example, this is the within 2 seconds only client is given SLA. So same thing it is happen here also. No, right? This is the minimum it will take for the 5 seconds. So means transaction to transaction also our SLA will be different. Depends on that criticals. Yes or no? So means those we need to ask for the client, like what are the average response time of each and every transaction. And after that, peak hours and comma of peak hours. Peak hours. So what is the peak hours? What is the off-peak hours? See, is our Facebook application will be there. So morning hours, like morning 4 to or otherwise 6, assume 6 to like 10 or 11 up to 2. Everyone will be number of user access or very less number of users access morning hours. Very less, right? Because everyone will be busy with their work. Okay, everyone is going to some college, everyone is doing for their works. So at that time, no one will be logging. Very less number of users who are free, they will log in to the application and they are doing transactions. So those hours we can consider as a off-peak hours. Now going to the peak hours. Peak hours nothing but assume after 5 onwards, 5 p.m. onwards, up to 10 p.m. You can assume everyone will be free. Like someone will be coming to the school, college, and someone will coming to the office. And at that time, everyone will be free. Everyone will be logging to the Facebook application. They are doing for their transactions. So those hours we can consider as a peak hours. Means what will happen? Why we are considering as a peak hours means at that time load will be more, load will be happen. So that load we need. Actually, the peak hour, how many users will be accessing for our application? It could be any application. It is a Facebook or it is a flight booking application or in a healthcare application, any like insurance application, e-commerce, whatever may be. Exactly what is the peak hour of the application. So based on that peak hours only, we need to calculate for the number of users. How many users will be accessing for our application. So based on that, we need to decide for the peak load also. Okay, we'll discuss those things in the workload more time. So now everyone is understand, right? What is the peak hours? What is the off-peak hours?
Yes, sir.
So yes, thank you. Load distributions. So you have the different type of scenarios will be there, like ticket booking one scenario, cancel booking one scenario. We have the one more scenario will be, okay, this kind of scenarios will be there. Each and every scenario, what is the load distribution? Like what is the load, like 100 users or 2000 users or, so how much they want to, so we need to ask for this all details from the home client. So load distributions, and apart from this OS level threshold statistics. OS level threshold. So what are those means? CPU and memory. Okay, so heap utilization, heap size, heap. So apart from application, like we need to ask from the client, what are the critical business transactions for our application? What is the average response time of each and every transaction? What is your application peak hours? What is the off-peak hours? And what is the load distribution? And apart from this, we need to ask from the OS level received statistics like what is the CPU, memory utilization, and heap utilization. So these all details we can gather from the whom? Client. So these non-functional requirements are very important. We need to gather these all details from the client. It's clear?
Yes, sir.
So it's a brand. Okay. Now what will happen is this client also don't know for the non-functional requirement. Then what is your approach? Actually, usually who will provide this non-functional requirements? Client. Yes,
Client.
right? Client will be
Yes.
provide this all non-functional requirement. But client also don't know. Then what is your approach? So here we can divide as a three cases. Three cases. So what are those means? One is for the like client don't know application, but application is production. That is the first. And going to the second one. So same client doesn't know anything application, and application not in production means this time application not in production also. So application is not in production. And third point. Okay. So same thing, client doesn't know anything application not in production. There is no competitor also. Okay, there is no competitor. So these 3 points is a very important. When it is need means client will be don't know. Then yourself you need to find from the non-functional requirements. So first point, assume client don't know application, but application is production. Production nothing but what? Anyone have any idea? Production nothing but already application using for the users. So the application already it is using for the number of users in the real time. So that application already in live. So if it is already live there, so using for the how to we can like find the non-functional requirement first point means, so we need to using for the some analytical tools will be there, like Splunk tool, Splunk and Grafana. So and production logs also. Production logs. So using this, we need to gather for the non-functional requirements. Like production logs, nothing but. So like you can observe in the production logs, nothing but we will get for the like ask from the some particular team, EMS team or some configuration team. So we need for the production log. There you need to identify the like launch URL will be there. That is how many times it is happened. And after that, you need to observe that login. And after that, click on flight. And so means each and this production, like it's last 1 year or last 6 months data you need to take. And that data, like each and every URL, how many times it is happened. Based on that, you need to decide, okay, these are the transactions happening for the number of times, means those are we can consider as our critical business transaction. So SM2, you need to decide for the like critical business transactions also, it is coming from the same that way. And after that, what is the peak hours? So you are observe some like in this application, every 3 hours, like in morning or after evening 2 to 5, you observe in the last 6 months logs, you are observe 2 to 5 every day peak is like load will be peak, like number of user will be accessing for the different transactions. So these hours we can consider as a peak hours. So off peak hours. So when it is a less load, those hours we can consider as a that one. So and assumed the one more thing. So load distribution, like each and every scenario, how much load you will want to give. So this is a very important load point of view, like using for the production log or Splunk tool or Grafana anywhere. So what we need to do is, I will explain here. For example, you can assume here, okay. So this is the already we are calculated, again assume. So now we are calculating for the number of user point of view. So I observe that in the peak day value, 4.5 million lakhs happen from that is the peak hours time observed. So that is I took from the Splunk tool or Grafana, I took from that is the 4.5 million lakhs transactions happening. So that is I convert as a peak hours. So how I connected as a peak hours? Nothing but what? Peak day to peak hour. So means we need to convert from the by 3600 seconds. So we need to convert from this peak hours. Then we'll get for the 104, because transaction per second, like 1 hour per second, how many it is happen? 3600, right? So this 3,75,000 we can buy 3600, we'll get for the 104 TPS. TPS nothing but transaction per second, means per second it is happening for the 104 transactions happening. So after that, we need for the number of virtual users, like number of virtual users. So how this 416, how it is came means not 416. Okay, that will be, you can remove. Okay, now this is the pacing I given as a 2 seconds. Pacing I given as a 2 second. Assume don't think what is the pacing that things. Okay, I will explain later class. Okay, now you are given pacing 2. Then we want for the number of users is equal TPS into pacing called number of users. So 104 into 2, how much it is happen? 208, right? So this is the load for the number of virtual users load, 208. So now load distribution, you identify the one scenario. This is the one scenario. So same like that, you need to do for the same for the every scenario, and you need to find for the number of users. It's clear, everyone? So don't think more. Okay, just when we can come to the calculation workload model time, right? I will explain for this all calculations very clearly also. Okay. So now everyone is clear, like client doesn't know anything application and application not in production. Anyone have any doubt as of now?
No.
Everyone able to understand, or it's boring thinking about like, no, right?
No.
Okay, then good. So first point we need to do for the, this is the way you need to identify the non-functional requirement. And second point, client don't know for application, and application is not in production. So last time will be application is production. Production nothing but what? It is already users is using. It is application live. So based on that, we are identify the non-functional requirement. Now we don't have that production loss. Then how we can identify? So how we need to identify means using for the commutator. Commutator nothing but what? For example, you are doing for the project ICICI Bank. Okay. but you are doing for the project is ICICI Bank. But already we know that HDFC Bank already is there. So that is our competitor. Means HDFC, it is a bank, right? Both will be same transaction, same thing only it will do. So based on their application, their statistics, we need to like, okay, these are the transactions like launch, login, and after that account inquiry and service request and withdraw and same to the. So these all things we know, right? Same things you need to do for the same from the ICICI Bank. So what is the competitor ICICI Bank? Nothing but it's HDFC is our competitor. Using that competitor, we need to identify our non-functional requirements. That is the second point. So going to the third point. So client doesn't know application and application not in production and there is no competitor. Means now we have the ICICI Bank will be there, but we don't have any competitor. So these things we can discuss tomorrow. Okay. So as of now, anyone have any doubt, and we are good to close class.